you I had a better countdown. Oh, wait, I do.
He's in the driver's side.
See.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All righty, boys and girls, it is time for Sketching the Privateer. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. It is good to see you. And we're going to take it easy today because Joe has been busting his ass setting up for Mom to come down from Maine. So this is one of the last two broadcasts I'll have before I go to Maine. We'll talk about that during the show. And I think I'm just going to show you guys some videos, maybe do a little work on the comic book, maybe do a little work on that. But I want to fill you guys in on where I'm going to be while I'm gone, okay, and what's going on up there. So anyway, I want to thank everybody that's watching on Twitch, or actually the raw feeds on Twitch. The actual broadcast is going out on Rumble and X. So I want to thank everybody that's watching. Of course, we have my man Vince. He is here. He is throwing up this stuff as fast as he can do it. My man, he's the greatest wrench on YouTube. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much. Sharking for Pearls, available on all your favorite music platforms. That, of course, is talking about my brother's music. And I'm fixing to turn it on right now as soon as I can get to it. That was what I was in the middle of doing. Yeah, so what is new and exciting, guys? Let me know what's going on out there. Have you gone to see Minecraft yet? Are you hyped about that show? Is that your cup of tea? What do you think? Me personally, that's not really my deal, but I'm very happy for the fans of Minecraft that are trashing theaters across the country. Now, let me tell you something. You know, for people that think, oh, they shouldn't be doing this. They shouldn't be trashing theaters and all this good stuff. I have only one thing to tell you. You would have never made it after a showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay, you have a job. If they trash the theater, you have to clean it up. So that's what you get paid for. If you don't want to clean the theater, don't have that job. All right. There's been other movies that people look. When I went and saw Return of the Jedi, I guarantee it took them a while to clean up that theater because popcorn flew in that one. Let me tell you, for sure. But anyway, let's get Sharper for Pearls going here. Let's see. Nope, Minecraft is not my cup of tea. You know what? Most people our age, it's not, Vince. It's just not. You know. But I'm happy for those guys. They are enjoying the show. You know what I mean? So what you gonna do, man? Different strokes for different folks. You know, that's just all there is to it. Let me know if you can hear the music out there. But I want to thank everybody on all 3 platforms. I didn't know if I was going to have a show on YouTube today. StreamYard's had a message up saying that there was problems with their YouTube thing. Looks like it's working fine though. I'm monitoring the broadcast over here. So anyway, let's get the Twitch up running real quick so we can let's see. So we can fill you in on what's going on with the book. Been doing a lot of work on Gary's streams. I didn't do any work Wednesday because guys, if you were standing next to me, you would be wondering why I didn't take a shower before the show. It's because I'm not done with the yard yet. I had to do the hedges this morning. Of course, okay, Friday mornings I get off at 8, and then I have to drive home about 8:30. I eat. By the time I'm ready to do anything, it's 9 o'clock. Well, I had to do a set of hedges that I haven't done in like 2 years. Look, yard works. I keep the yard down to appease my neighbors, but I'm not one of these guys with a green thumb and all that shit. But I want it to look right for when Mom gets here, you know. So I went out and did it. It's the first time I've done it in about 2 years, and you know those long-handled pruners that people use? I was using that for some of the thicker things I had, and I broke them. Of course, I've had them for 20 years, okay? But I put so much force on one of them that I just snapped one of the handles in half. I was like, oh, man, great. You know? Let's see. Vince says, but I did just yesterday ripped Top Gun, Maverick, Joker, Captain America Civil War, and Dune Part 1 from Blu-ray to hard drive. Nice. Have you seen all of those, bro? Because they're good. Actually, by the way, to this day, Captain America, Winter Soldier. I see you got Civil War there. The one before that, Captain America, Winter Soldier, my favorite. Because I'm into the spy genre, and that's basically a spy movie. My favorite MCU movie of all time. Being a big James Bond fan, Jason Bourne fan, that kind of thing. Gonna have a good weekend coming. Yeah, it's the last push. I've got a lot of work. We pretty much got the room cleaned out that we're gonna move Rhonda's office into. Well, we have to move the office this weekend, which means I will be climbing into the attic, boys and girls, and moving an Ethernet cable because she works from home for a call center, and she's got to have instant internet, you know, really good internet. So I have to crawl up there and do the Spider-Man thing up in the attic this weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't remind me, my garden is a total mess, but I claim it's still too cold here to do garden work. I hear you. Yeah, well, you know, I'm sure you're farther north than I am, probably. You know what? Laterally, I don't know where we are in relation to the equator to each other. Are you northern Europe or southern Europe? I don't know. I know he's over in Europe, but anyway, yeah, it's kicking my ass. Let me tell you, you know where it's kicking my ass at? Right here in my core, my abs. I'm like, damn, I haven't done work like that in a while, man. And you know what? Nature makes the strongest rope there is. Some of the vines I'm pulling up, Tarzan can swing from these motherfuckers, dude. It's ridiculous. Winter Soldier is great. Don't have the Blu-ray of that one, only the DVD. I hear you. Call center. Yeah, right. Yeah. More northern. Yeah, then it's colder where you're at then. Yeah, than where we're at. I'm in the southern United States. I mean, as far south as you can get besides Texas. You know, Houston, Texas is lower than me. Okay. Houston and New Orleans. So, yeah, I'm pretty far south, man. Pretty far south. But anyway, yeah, I've been yanking stuff up with my bare hands and just wow. It was fun to do. I mean, I haven't done it in a while, but boy, I'm going to be feeling it tomorrow. I can tell you that. Low Spec, what's happening? Good to see you, Penguin Master. Did you bring your Nippon girl? Did you bring her? Love to see her. Anyway, I'm just kidding. The tunes you hear in the background, my man Vince already put it up there for you. It's Sharking for Pearls. You can get it anywhere where your favorite music is played. Let me go ahead and get this Twitch feed going. I've got to change my settings so that it won't go dark. Remember, I had a problem with this a couple weeks ago, guys. It was kind of upsetting. It might have been last week, but the problem has apparently solved itself. But for some reason, last week I couldn't get this thing to where it wouldn't turn off. But anyway, let's get this thing going. Let's pop up. Where's the Twitch at? There it is. Boom. Okay. I got it's so weird. The mobile app on Twitch used to be the first thing under streaming games. Art was the first thing up there. And now you have to search for it. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. That's okay. We got it. We got it. Okay. Boom. And boom. And it's starting up. And I will go to full screen and... No. Not yet. Let's refresh the page first. And then go full screen. And then hit play. And there we are. We are set up, boys and girls. Yes, you know this little screen. This is Twitch telling me we're ready to go. Okay. This is my iPad. And if you've ever wondered what the background is, that is Kate Beckinsale as Supergirl. Here, let me see if I can give you a better version of it. There you go. Boom. And by the way, the face up top there, that is the lovely Foxy right there. This is when she did some modeling pictures. Hang on. Let me go back. That one right there. That's from April 27. She did some modeling pictures for a friend of hers. So, and of course, Apple wants to put on a slideshow of different stuff. Anyway, let's go in here to Procreate. Let's see what's going on in the comments real quick. Music is 5x5. Okay, cool. Let's see. Low Spec says, I forgot about the MOS Mysteries of the Sith secret level last night. Laugh out loud. Really? Okay. I was at work, man. I couldn't see any of that last night. Diablo? What is he talking about? Diablo. Not sure what he's talking about there. Mysteries of the Sith. I do have Diablo installed. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Mysteries of the Sith is what he's talking about, the MOS. Let's see. Read by Nature, good to see you. How you doing, brother man? Good to see you. It's always good to see my friends come over and check out my comic book. Mysteries of the Sith, not familiar with that one. I wasn't familiar with it either until I saw Low Spec. He's playing it right now. Check out his late night streams. He's playing. What time? Do you start at the same time every night, Low Spec? I'm not sure. Never watched much of Beckinsale's movies, but her father was an actor in a comedy I liked watching repeats as a kid. Really? Okay, I'm down. I am a big fan of her because of the Underworld movies, man. The two things I dig, look, I know I'm working on comic books, but I'm not the biggest comic book aficionado. I know a lot of Spider-Man from back in the day. Newer Spider-Man, I don't know. but the book I collected as a kid was Spider-Man. Didn't know anything about DC until, I mean, I had tried Superman, and I always root for Superman movies to do well because he's the OG, of course. But but the things that I really love and get into is anything that has to do with spy stories. I love all of that shit. I watch it. Currently, I want to go see Black Bag when I get a chance. The new one with Fassbender in it and a bunch of other people. The Jason Bourne series I love. James Bond is one of my mainstays. I know everything about the Bond series. I love it. I'm just a big spy nut. That's why I always say The Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie of all time, because it's basically a spy story. But when it comes to some of this other stuff, man, I don't know as much as other people, but I do enjoy it, but the other thing that I really get into is vampire stories. I love vampire stories. I love a lot of the old, Universal monsters, but freaking when I saw her in that friggin' first Underworld movie, oh my God. I mean, stop the presses. That girl was something else. She really was. Let's see. It's between Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight, and Jedi Outcast. My man knows everything about Star Wars games, I swear. Give Underworld 1 a view. Yes, absolutely. If you've not seen it, Read by Nature, please watch it. It is great. And actually, I think the best of the series, Vince, I don't know if you'd agree with me, but I think the first one is really good. And I think the third one, the prequel, Rise of the Lycans, I was pleasantly surprised by that movie. I mean, we already know what happens in it, but I loved it, man. I thought it was really, really well done. I was not expecting much out of that one after Underworld 2, but man, wow, was that movie great. I enjoyed that one. I think it's the second best Underworld movie they've made. Most of them, it went the way of Evil Resident Evil. It got kind of stupid after a while, but boy, Rise of the Lycans was really good. And he was a great character. Lucian, he was a great character in the first one because you thought he was a bad guy the whole movie. And all of a sudden, he turns out to be the good guy in the end of it. It was really cool. The time is not totally consistent. Tend to be 8 to 9 Mountain Time start. Gotcha. Yesterday it was 7, though. Well, you started early. Okay. With the Italian Job movies, is in your opinion better? Which of the Italian Job movies, in your opinion, is better? I don't watch any of the Italian Job movies. They're heist movies. I'm not really into those. Think she's in Van Helsing, which actually has an actor who worked with her dad in a small role, one of the guys from Kroll. Really? Because I am a big fan of Kroll. Which one? I'll have to rewatch that and see who's in it. But yeah, man. I liked Van Helsing. That's over top silly, but I did like Van Helsing. Which stupid autocorrect? I got you. Yeah. Michael Sheen is okay, but from the story, Dollar Store Romeo and Juliet was meh. I hear you. All right. But yeah, man, I'm a big fan of vampire movies, so that's why I watched, and I'm in love with Kate Beckinsale. Look, her run as Celine, I've gone to see all of them in the theater. I love them. But anyway, let me just turn on some of this stuff, let you guys see what I've been doing. And I may do some work today. I'm beat up. But we're going to fill you in on what's going on with the channel here. Big change is coming because Mom is coming to town. So we're going to be, of course, she's going to be living next door to me. So the late night video game streams are out. That's just not happening. Let's see. Read by Nature says Alan Adale, I think is his name. I'll have to look it up, man. Yes, she is. She was in Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. Yes, she was. She absolutely was. But Alan Adale, I'll look it up here in a minute. Let's see. I'll go ahead and throw it up there now. Hang on. Let's see. Alan. Well, first of all, let's consult the Book of Armaments, IMBD. and see what's up with it. Alan Adale. But the comic book is coming along, guys. I'm liking the progress. I really wish I could work on it more. And I got a feeling I'll have time to work on it more when Mom gets home. I'll be entertaining her during the day and sit there with my iPad right there in the living room and work on it. You know what I mean? I can work on this thing anywhere with it being on the iPad. You know? Let's see. Okay. Oh, here's a good movie that I like called Priest. I liked him in that movie for sure. So he was in Van Helsing, was he? Who did he play in Van Helsing? I will have to look and see. Looking for it. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Oh, gross. Was he one of the Yahtzees in that movie? Good Lord, no. No, don't do it. He was in the West Wing. I'm not seeing Van Helsing on here. Of course, let me look up Van Helsing and see. Let's look up Van Helsing and see. What you're watching here, guys, is a video presentation. This is one thing I like about Procreate. They have they make little videos of all your stuff. Hang on. There's Van Helsing. Alan Adale. Okay, I don't see him right away here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. But yeah, Procreate is neat that way. You can actually see a video presentation of the work you've done on it, you know, and you can zoom into certain things that you're working on, you know, stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure pretty soon here I'm going to be working on the contrast on this. I don't know what I was working on with the... Oh yeah, I was working on this guy for a while. I was trying to fix the damn helicopter pilot for a while. And it's not flickering, guys. It's me turning layers on and off. Okay, here you go. This is where I started working on the contrast on him. Right? And you can zoom in and look at different stuff you were working on and stuff. It's neat. Procreate is a cool little program for doing this stuff. It really is. Let's see. Van Helsing was a decent film. A lot like Castlevania. Exactly. Anime prequel was fun too. Yeah. He was the bishop or the priest. Okay. My mistake. Alan Armstrong. Got his name wrong. Okay. I was fixing to say I didn't see Van Helsing anywhere on there. Alan Armstrong. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, he's great, dude. Yeah, that guy's awesome. He's in a lot of different movies. My gosh. Yeah, the IMDb here for him has listed The Mummy Returns, Van Helsing, Krull. Yeah, I remember him in Krull. He was one of the bandits, man. Yeah, he was cool as shit. Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I like that guy a lot. You're right. That guy is great. Yeah, Read by Nature. I agree. That guy's great. If you guys want to know who he's talking about, it's this guy right here. Hang on. This thing's already done. So that's where we're at with the cover. And actually, you can see, if you zoom in and look, you can see that you can see on this side, the lines didn't light up too well, right? Because I did this off of photographs, man. The process I use, I draw these things with pen and paper is what I do. And if you go to my Subscribe Star, you can actually look at this stuff for a small fee, of course. You know, the Joker was right when he said, if you do something well, don't ever do it for free. Let's see. Where's my subscribe star page on the computer? I might have to sign into it just to see it. Oh, no, wait. It's right there. I've got it on my short list. Okay. Accept all. Okay. But anyway, let's finish our conversation about Alan Armstrong real quick, and then we'll get to my process. Okay. It's this fella right here. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's a British actor. Cardinal Jeanette from the Van Helsing franchise. Mummy Returns. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff, guys. This guy's been around a while. I remember him in Krull. He was Torquil, right? He was the leader of the bandits, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a young dude when he was in that movie, man. Wow. But yeah, I do remember him in Van Helsing. Look, anything with Kate Beckinsale in it, I watch it. Okay, I'm telling you. When I saw Underworld, I fell in love with that chick. But yeah, this guy's a great actor. He's really, really, really good. I enjoy him. But what I was talking about right here, if you look, I can actually, I'm going to have to sign into my subscribe star, but I do want to show it to you guys. Hang on. Just to show you what my process is, I have different layers, of course. You have a list of layers when you're working on this stuff. And my first layer is my sketch. Okay? And that is a picture of a pencil sketch that I did on actual artboard. It's the, what is it, 11 by 17 artboard. They're pretty big sized and they're cardboard. They're thick boards. And usually you'll see up here where it says book, issue, pencils, all that's in blue. You usually use blue pencils. But I've been so used to lead my entire life. I do pencil sketch portraits. And so I'm used to regular leaded pencils. And I do all my sketches in pencil on artboard. And then I take it and I photograph it. Well, you can see right here, I didn't quite get it parallel. I didn't change it up. So what I did was I took the work I did on the cover, right? Okay, let me turn. I want to turn all these back on, all these layers. So my stuff's back together here. Okay, and then I got to turn the sketch off if I want to see the white. Okay. And Gary tells me I need to have a layer just for white and have an off color, but and I'll probably do that the next time I color, but I haven't done that on my first two coloring jobs. But anyway, I took it and I skewed it over here to make it better for printing. You see what I'm talking about here? I straightened it up. You can tell that I made it parallel to the edges. All I did was rotate it a little bit and skew it, you know. But anyway, that's what the cover is going to look like. Now, if you wonder why there's a bunch of wide open area on the helicopter, so I can put wording on there, you know, the name of the issue, all that stuff. But yeah, that's my guy, the privateer, America's pirate patriot. Yes. But anyway, I went ahead and did the first page and did what they call the flat colors for it. And let me show you that one while I'm bringing up my subscribe star page and everything. Let's show you the time-lapse video for that. This is the one, guys that have been watching the show know I've been working on it for a while. Let's see who else is shown up here. Okay, Read by Nature says Porridge was the show he had a guest spot on, comedy set in prison. Oh man, I'm sure he was funny. I do like the flintlock pistol. Look, the whole thing with him, it's kind of like Batman, man. All his shit looks like stuff from his era. He lived during the American Revolution. He was on the high seas fighting the British as a pirate. He helped free the colonies in the American Revolution. So when he came to the future, you know, all of his booty was worth billions, and he bought all these companies that were, you know, had huge military contracts, So he's kind of like Batman. He gets all the best toys and stuff. And that flintlock pistol he's got, right? It looks like a flintlock, but it'll shoot automatic. It's his eye patch. Actually, he sees out of his eye patch better than he does his own eye because it's computerized and it's linked to the gun, so he never misses. Whatever he looks at, he fucking shoots it, right? That kind of thing. And so, yeah, he's got a little bit of strength, but he's more agile and stuff like that, And the whole thing is he's got a flintlock pistol to throw people off. Oh, he's only got one shot, right? And he's just cracking shots off like crazy. He's got a musket too, flintlock rifle. Let's see. Vince says, with all the vampire talk, I do need to watch John Carpenter's Vampires again. It gave me mahogany wood. I tell you, one of the best takes of vampires that I've ever seen, man, is Dracula 2000. If you haven't seen that, it stars a very young Gerard Butler as Dracula, and it goes on the premise that Dracula is actually Judas, doomed to walk the earth forever. It's a different take. That's what I love about vampire movies. You can have so many different takes on it. As long as you stick to the rules of a vampire, it's pretty cool. My favorite vampire movie ever is Interview with the Vampire. That's my favorite one. I read the book. I saw the movie. I love everything about it. I have not watched one episode of the AMC show. I was like, I don't know about that. But let's see. DJ Ronnie, how you doing? It's good to see you, bro. Let's see. He says, my biggest fear about holding a dual pistol from a chopper is that my ball and powder would fall. Well, you notice he's holding it up, man. And like I just explained, he's pretty wild looking. It's high tech, man. Makes sense, he says. Oh my God, that's a gangster premise. Oh, you like that? Well, if you go to my Subscribe Star page, hang on. Let me sign into this. Let me log into my Subscribe Star page real quick so I can show it to you guys. Because I have to go check my email before I can get in it. Hang on. Let's see. Check the email. Come on, give me the email. There it is. Okay. So the code is okay. Can I pause this? I wonder if I can. Nah, we'll finish letting that go. It's just about done anyway. This is where I started filling in the colors on it. And I did do a silhouette of a sailor up on the deck. But this is what we call flat colors. I haven't done any highlights or anything like that. Hey, what's going on, Das Wolfen? Good to see you, man. I see you there, brother. I see you. But this is what they call flats. You're filling in colors and just flat colors, and then you're going to go back and highlight it and stuff like that. It's different layers, like I said. And this is just where I was filling in. Of course, I did all the black work first. And a lot of these comics, like The Walking Dead, one of the most popular comics of the last couple of decades. That one he did all in black and white. Never put any color on it, I want mine to look like old comic books. That's what I want mine to look like. The stuff I grew up with. And you're going to experience it the way I did. I'm going to do a 20-page rag with a cliffhanger ending, and you're going to have to wait for the next one. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so that one's done. That right there is finito. Anyway, if you go to my Subscribe Star page, and the link's in the chat. Vince puts all my links up there. If you go there, you'll see the different posts when I'm promoting a show, whatever. But if you get into the money end of it, right here, you see the actual sketches I did for the pages of the book, right? You can actually see them. And I think that's the $5 tier is the artwork, and the $1 tier you get to see the plot of the books, the written word, what I how I plotted out each page and all that good stuff. It doesn't have the dialogue yet. I'm not going to do the dialogue, map out the dialogue until I start doing the lettering on this thing. But yeah, this is every page of the first Privateer book is on here. Like where he gets arrested in Afghanistan shortly after 9/11, and yeah, the premise, you can read his origin story. It's on here. You meet his nemesis, Communist Rain, at one point, right? You see the guy with the flat top? His name is Communist Rain. Take a look at his nerve center, his headquarters. It's got the hammer and sickle. His desk is the actual hammerhead on the hammer and sickle, man. That's his nemesis right there. Communist Rain. This is the family portrait I did, which I can show you here in a second. I actually colored it in, but that's the one that's hanging up on my house. That's the pencil sketch portrait. Now, I've modeled all the characters in this book after my family, Read by Nature. And I'm the privateer. That's my lovely wife, the girl I call Foxy. She's the royal fox. She got the fox ears and the top hat because she grew up in the circus. So she's a ringmaster kind of thing, right? Her son is the American fox, right? He's got a beret because he's an Iraq war veteran. So yeah, he's all set up there. And then my fiery daughter is the lava-skinned beauty right here. And she's 7 feet tall, by the way. So yeah, it's kind of a mini Brady Bunch here in the family portrait. I always wanted to do a portrait of my family like this with all of us being superheroes. I thought that was a cool way to go with it, Let's see. What are we saying in here? Vince says, but I don't think John Carpenter would have taken the Judas road. No, he wouldn't. I really like Interview as a kid. Waited forever for Lestat to come out, but it was meh. Yeah, that the girl that was in it, she was this close to becoming a star, and boy, it's a shame what happened to that girl. I think she died in a plane crash, isn't that right? But yeah, she was beautiful. She was the best thing about that movie, if you ask me. It not having Cruise should have been my first clue. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a prequel, I think it was. I think all that happened before the end of Interview with a Vampire. I'm not sure. I can't remember how it went in the books. The only book I read was Interview. Let's see. Let's see. Cool. Is this sketched out digitally or on paper? On paper. All the sketches you see were drawn with pen and paper. I can go get that off my wall in my living room and show it to you. Yeah, I drew it with pen and paper. The OG way. That's what I'm saying. The base for all of this is OG pen and paper. Or, excuse me, pencils and paper. It looks like it was done on paper. It was. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Is Consilia really the privateer's daughter? Consilia? She's the Regal Inferno is what she's called. Well, he ever found what he's looking for, or is that too soap opera-ish? I don't know what I'm lost, man. Did you mess up typing something or something? He has a real Cervantes from Soul Calibur look in the bottom panel. Oh, which one were you looking at? Maybe I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about, if I had to guess, you were talking about maybe this one right here, where you see the hat from the side. Is that it? Let's see. I haven't played Soul Calibur. So that's cool. Family portrait. Thank you. I dislike interview because it gave Kirsten Dunst a start. Well, I mean, you know, I like some Kirsten Dunst stuff. I just didn't like her as Mary Jane in the Spider-Man movies. I thought she was a bad pick for that. Mary Jane is supposed to be a supermodel, and I just don't get that vibe from Kirsten Dunst. I do like the cheerleading movie she made, though. What was that? No, what was that movie called? I can't. Bring It On, I think is the name of it. Yeah. Cool. And am I correct in understanding that while you sketch on paper, you color it digitally? Yes, absolutely. I take a picture. As you can see, I took pictures of all of this stuff. Okay. And I enhanced it a little bit, gave it a little more contrast so I could get the lines a little darker so I could see it better. Because when you photograph pencil work, it's really tough. You know what I mean? So you have to finagle it a little bit. But that was hand drawn. And then I take that, put it in the Procreate program, and build layers on top of it and digitally do it. Matter of fact, I did that very same thing. But anyway, let me finish up what I'm talking about here on the Subscribe Store. It's $5 to look at all the artwork. It's $1 to here is the entire plot for the first issue of the Privateer right here. You can read that for $1, and you can read his origin story. His origin story's on here too. That's me and the lovely Foxy during a Mardi Gras thing. But the origin story of the Royal Fox is on here. You can read that for $1. I'm kind of proud of that one. I dig it. It's kind of a fairy tale vibe to it. And then you've got the origin story of the Privateer on there too. And the way it starts, it says the origins of Patriot. You see, it's an anagram, right? Begin with America's pirate Patriot, right? And Patriot is a group that he put together that works for the United. What is it? Okay, you got the United Nations, so I made it an offshoot of that. It's United Planets is what it is. And trust me, it's like the United Nations. You don't trust them, right? But he works for them, and sometimes he gets at odds with them. But his group that he put together is the Preemptive Action Tactical Response Intelligence/Offensive Team, better known as Patriot. So, yeah, that's the way this is going to go. Oh, I've got so many stories to tell you. I hope I can, eventually when I retire, I'll be working on this all the time. But, right now I've got a 40-hour-a-week job, and it takes a while to do this stuff. Let's see. Is it okay? Yeah, read that already. Let's see. Oh, I always enjoyed coloring scanned stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the inks on top of it digitally. Matter of fact, let's see. With her flirting look, she just looks stoned. Who's that? I'm zipping through things so fast. I'm not taking a look at what's she talking about. Is it that one? Is that what you're talking about? Yep. Let's see. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. I liked it. It was a Dusky, Eliza Dusky better in Bring It On. Yeah. She was good. Let's see. Preemptive action and response don't really go together. Tactical. Preemptive action, tactical response, bro. That means they're going to bust somebody up. Trust me. I thought this through. Kirsten Dunst looks stoned when flirting. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Anyway, you can check out my Subscribe Star page. It's got all the behind the scenes stuff on the book. So you guys can check it out whenever you feel like it. It's here. Like I said, you can see all the artwork for $5. That's one of my pencil sketch portraits I did for somebody. I do a lot of those on commission. And let me show you before we get out of here today. I only do this for an hour, Read by Nature, because I have to go to work. But yeah, that's my Subscribe Star page. You guys go check it out. I'm Joe's Atmosphere everywhere. It's Joe's Atmosphere, all one word with an F instead of a PH. I did it that way because I knew I'd be able to get the URL really easily. And speaking of URLs, let's show you the website that you can go to if you ever want a commission done. This is joesatmosphere.com, and that actually plays a video. If you, I have my videos set up to not run unless I make them run. But anyway, it's got different stuff about me, all the stuff I've done in my life, my streaming schedule, which is going to be changing again. And then I'm starting to set up my marketplace for for merch and stuff like that. But if you hit commissions, it'll take you right down to the email portion at the end of the page, and you just go down there, send me an email, and we will let you know what's going on, man. You know, so, and you can send me a message on here too. It's got a little message thing on it. It's a GoDaddy website. It's nothing spectacular. But anyway, let me show you what I did with the portrait before we get out of here. This is what I did with the portrait. That's the colored version of it. I think I'm going to make it an alternate cover for one of the... I can't... You know, my original plan was to put out 3 books a year, and then the last part of the year put out a graphic novel version of those 3. Make each chapter of the story 3 books. And I think I was going to use this as a cover for that first one, you know, but I don't know, because I don't even know if I'm going to have all the characters introduced by the time I'm done with the first 3 books. I've got the first 2 books plotted out. I got to plot the 3rd one out. But anyway, let's show you what it looked like. Like I said, I do everything. Yes, I just said do. I do everything on pencil first, and then take a picture of it. As you can see, that was the base that I started with. And then I just inked right over it, as you can see. And I would never have even attempted this comic book unless my daughter, the fiery one at the bottom, hadn't drugged me kicking and screaming into the 21st century and showed me this Procreate program, because I would never have done this. I'm very confident in my pencils. Like I said, I've been doing pencil sketch portraits for people my entire life, but when it comes to inks, I'm scared to death to do ink because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up my pencils. You know what I mean? Because once you put something in there on pencil, or put it in there in pen, you can't erase it. You can put whiteout on it, but that looks horrible. So this, you screw up, you hit the back button, you're back in business. I mean, you know, so yeah, this is the family portrait that I put together. Let's see what we're doing in the chat here. I won't be doing any streams after Sunday. When I do the one with my brother Sunday, buddy, I am out of here. I get on a plane Tuesday. Actually, Rhonda has to take me to Dallas, which is about a 3-hour drive west. And I get on a plane in Dallas. That's something I'm going to fill you guys in on before we get out of here. Just so you know what's happening with every time I go on vacation. You've seen my page before. There's a trailer there that automatically starts playing when you turn on the page. I'm gonna have a vacation announcement up there. I'm gonna be gone for a week and a day, actually. We don't fly back until the 23rd. So, but I will tell you this, Vince. State of the Atmosphere will be State of the Knockosphere this week and next Wednesday if he wants to do it. He's going to be hosting the show for me. That's the only stream we're going to be doing while I'm gone is State of the Knockosphere. Where he takes over, right? As a matter of fact, I got to gotta find that. I gotta find that thumbnail. I saw the thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah. I think I already set that up for next week, right? Yeah. State of the Knockosphere. I've got to download it for this, though. I forgot about that. Thought I had all the thumbnails I needed. You know, I'm going on vacation. You think I'd have everything I needed, but no. Of course, I forgot something, right? Let's see. Where is that sucker? I was looking for it last night. I can't remember. Because it's been a long time since Knock took over the show. But I love it when he does it, man, because he's really good at what he does. There it is. I got it. Got it. Yeah. As soon as we're done showing off the portrait here, I'll definitely talk about that for sure. But I want you to keep watching, you know, Gary streams. And don't forget about, yeah, that's it. Shit, I hit it by accident. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see where I'm. Yeah, this is where I was working on her hat. Now, look, the videos aren't as detailed. Trust me, my ink work is not that choppy on this. I'll show you after it's done running the video, but the video isn't as detailed. It's a little pixelated. If I zoom in, you see how, yeah, there's a lot of line breaks and stuff. The actual picture's a lot better than that. But yeah, I'm enjoying the shit out of this, guys. I think it's fun. I hope you're enjoying it. We're learning. Read by Nature. We're learning Procreate as we go. When I don't know how to do something, Vince will look it up online and tell me in the chat what I need to do. You know. Let's see. Das Wolfen says there won't be a sketch show on the 25th either. No, there won't, because I'll be on the road. Yeah, the sketch show is not going to be back for a while. Like I said, I'm not going to be back to streaming for. It's actually going to be about 2 weeks, isn't it, John? Because I think that the next stream I'll do is probably the Sunday when I get back from your wedding. Is what I'm thinking will be my next stream, because I could. No. The next one is the draft show. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is going to take a while to show up, so I'll just speed through it. Here, you guys ready? Here comes the speed up. Let's see if I can grab it. Yeah, there we go. She's got a crop top jacket, if you're wondering what that tail out to the right is. That's actually her jacket. Put the speed burn on it. Yep, her hair is so hot that it burns blue. And there it is. And if you want to see it in, like I said, it's more detailed if you're not watching the video. That's the kind of work I did on it. Right? I like the way it's looking. This is exactly the way I want it to look. You know, I struggled with her skin for a little while until I figured out, hey, all these lines in lava are connected. I need to connect these things, because I had them as broken lines. And I love the way my stepson David came out, because he has a beard like that, and he's Scottish. He's got a red beard, and this is Dave. It really is. It's very cool looking. So, yeah, love how this is looking. Hope you guys are enjoying it, man. Let's see. He says, sounds intriguing. Burning blue is a nice touch. Yeah, man. Yeah, actually, if you, I believe, didn't Ariel come up with that, guys? I think, because I was struggling with, I didn't want to make her hair black, and I didn't want to make it another shade of orange or yellow. I wanted to do something else. And I think it was Ariel that said, well, you know, really hot flames burn blue. Why don't you try blue? And I was like, oh my God, you're a genius. Yeah. Let's see. Don't say fire crotch. Do not say it. You got me to say it, asshole. You got me to say it. But anyway, okay. That's bringing us to an end. Sorry I didn't do any new work this week. But like I said, I am tired. I've been busting my ass, and I still got to go to work at 4:00 this afternoon. And I'm in the Central Time Zone. So that means I've got about 2 hours and 5 minutes to eat, set up the replays. I replay this show on Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. And then I've got to I got to finish cutting my front yard and take a shower too. So I've got a lot to do in the next 2 hours. So let me fill you in on what's going on with the channel. Of course, I want you to go by joesatmosphere.com. Check that out. I want you to check out my subscribe star. Anything you're interested in, it's there. The artwork costs you $5 to look at, and the written word, the origin story of the Royal Fox, the origin story of the Privateer. Excuse me, the plot for the first issue of the Privateer. It's all there. You get full access to all this stuff before the book even comes out, man. And Vince says, that's okay. He says, eating right now, a nice hot chili. And here he comes with all the links. Here they come. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I wanted to let you know what's going on with the channel for the next couple of weeks. First of all, my last stream first of all, tonight, it's Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands with John. Don't forget about that. We want to support him over on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. Don't forget about that. This show won't be back for, my gosh, about 3 weeks. I'll be gone next Friday to Maine. The Friday after that, I'll be driving to Missouri for John's wedding. Das Wolfen there in the chat. And yeah, I'll be busy. So this show won't be back, but it's always on Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Time. So 3 weeks from now, you can check that out. Of course, tonight, you want to go check out John on Pop Culture Minefield as he plays through Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands. Knock and Jed get on there and troll him. So you guys go check it out. Pop Culture Minefield, 8 p.m. Central Time. My last stream on my channel is going to be The Brothers Hack the Matrix this Sunday. Everything that is the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Sunday night at 6 p.m. unless I'm on vacation, which I will be. I think that will probably be my first stream back when I get back from Maine. Like I said, that first weekend, I'm gone to my good man's wedding. I may not even do this one that week, though, because I've got to drive back from Missouri that day. So, yeah. No, let me think. Yeah, because I'm staying there that night. Yeah, we're getting a hotel room for both nights. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we won't be doing this one either, but definitely watch it this week at 6 p.m. Central Time, okay? 6 p.m. is when we're going to do it. And then I still want you to support the Monday Drink and Draws over on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. I've been working on the book a lot over there. That's at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. Still want you to support our man, That 70s Rock Fan, as he does It's Only Talk and Roll every Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time. When I do come back in May is when Papa Joe Gamer is going away. We did that one for the last time this Tuesday because I can't stay up late, keeping my mother up. She's going to be right next door to me, right next door to the studio. So I have to, have my shows a little earlier at night because she goes to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. So we're going to move this show to Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, right after I'm done with That 70s Rock Fan. And we're going to be doing it. It's going to be called Primetime Papa Joe Gamer. And we're going to continue our Mass Effect playthrough, Mass Effect 2. I've never played it before, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed the first one. We ran that through already. There's a playlist for that if you want to see it. And we got Part 6 coming up, and it's going to be the first Monday in May. That's when Primetime Papa Joe Gamer is going to come back. So look forward to that. And then, of course, don't forget about Gary's Drink and Draws on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And the only stream I'm going to have on while I'm gone, usually it's State of the Atmosphere. Well, this time it's going to be State of the Knockosphere. Knock is taking over my show for a couple of weeks. So you guys definitely support him and be here for everything pop culture on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Be there for him, Big Daddy, Das Wolfen. Be there for him. He's going to need your help. But also, the first stream I'm going to have when I get back from Maine before I go to John's wedding is we're going to be doing pregame party. It's going to be the draft show. We're going to talk about the off season and all that good stuff. And definitely, we're going to have a live reaction to the draft on the 24th, that Thursday. So, the usual suspects. It's me, John, Knock. We're all going to get together and talk some football, our favorite sport. So don't forget that. We've got the draft show coming up on the 24th, that Thursday. So I want to thank you guys for being here. You're going to see this thumbnail first thing on my page. I will be on vacation starting after I get done with Hack the Matrix with my brother. The brothers Hack the Matrix this weekend. Once I'm done with that, I'm on vacation until we do the draft show. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Vince says, come and see Joe not hitting a goddamn thing. Right? Talking about, hey, yeah, that's my video game streams. No shit. I shoot about 50 rounds to hit one person. That's a fact. Throw up your little tagline, buddy, so I can tell them what it is. But for now, as far as this show is concerned, I'm on vacation. You're not going to see me for 3 weeks, guys. Look forward to seeing you when I get back. Let's check the chat one more time before we get out of here. I know he's going to throw it up there soon. He's going to throw it up there for me. I know he is. I know that Vince has it ready to go. He can't find it. I see what's going on. He can't find it. That's what it's got to be what it is. Come on. Vince, put your tagline up there. Or did you already do it? I just didn't see it. I don't see it. Oh, well. Well, listen, I got to go. I got things to do. You guys take care and be good to each other. I want this place in one piece when I get back. Be good to Knock. Let's see. Did he finally put it up? Yes, he did. There it is. Cheerio, guys and gals. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. And you know what I'm going to tell you. I want you guys to be safe, be good to each other, and until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. Yes, everyone head over to Comic Relief Crusader. Comic Relief Crusader. Go see